Alright, internet, hello again. More news on the Rover. Well, today is full service day, so we are currently sitting outside. Well, I'm currently sitting outside at the garage where it's being serviced, and we'll wait and see what the damage is afterwards. A bit of a pain this morning when I went to get the car going this morning. It had a flat tyre, so I had to put the space saver on, and while I was doing that, I discovered that the jack was pretty much seized. Not completely, luckily. I managed to whack it with a hammer a few times and that loosened it off, and then I did manage to get it to perform its actual job, and jacked up the car, changed the wheel over, put the space saver on there. By the time I got up here to the garage, the space saver was flat as well, so good news. So I've included a new tyre with the service here for the one that died, and then I'll have to get another space saver tyre at some point. Right. Well, I'll check back with you when the service is complete. It's very nice and sunny here, so could be worse. See you later. Bye. Alright, internet. Well, I'm back in the beast, and we've had the service done. So, couple of things as usual. Alright, now first of all, the garage I use, they're very, very nice, and I've used them for a long time. And my dad's used them as well for ages. So, they are good folks. But, slightly annoyed today, because I put the car in for a full service this morning, plus oil change on the automatic gearbox. I said these things when I rang up and booked it in. Rover 75 automatic, I need the gearbox oil changed, and I want a full service. Today, when I get there, I find out that they can't do an auto gearbox oil change for me, because they don't do those. Why? No, don't know, no answer, which is weird, because I'm sure, well, there used to be a Rover specialist, and they also have done all kinds of Land Rovers and Range Rovers, and I'm sure that there are plenty of automatics of those that have the Jacko automatic box. But anyway, it is what it is. And then the other thing is it looks like the service that has been done, well, it doesn't look like it, it says that is an interim service, which is not a full service. Now, the upside of this is it costs less than I thought. Plus, I had to get a tyre, and they did that for me. Normally, I'd go and buy a tyre at the cheapy tyre place, but as I was already at the garage, I was like, well, they can do it for me, which they did, and the tyre was not expensive. So let's just run through this bill quickly. So, carry out interim service as required. I required a full service. Flush engine, change oil and filter, check levels, lights, washers, wipers, tyres and pressures. Replaced festoon bulb. I don't know what that is. I'm going to look it up. Stamped service book. Okay. Carry out road test and quality control checks. Supply and fit new tyre to near side front, renewing valves and balancing. That is it. So the pollen filter hasn't been done, or the cabin filter, because that's a full service. But the oil change and the oil filter and all that stuff is important. So that's been done, and the engine flush has been done. So some of the niggling problems remain. So starting the car, I'll show you right now. Okay, this is how long it takes to catch. Okay, hang on. Right, let's just make sure the coils are warmed up. Yeah. All right, here we go. Ready? Okay, there it is. All right, but normally you should just be able to turn the key and it will go blah, 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 straight away, like this. Hang on, hopefully it'll do it now because it's been started once. Let's see. There we go. So that's what I would expect every time. It's not there yet. Whether that's a full service issue, it would have been solved, or not, I don't know. But it is what it is, so that's where we are. I've had my interim service, which is quite good. It's cheaper than I'd expected. Well, because I was expecting a full service, but it is cheaper, which is quite good because I've just bought a new bonnet for the car, which was 40 quid, which is up in Dartford, and I've contacted a paint shop up there, and they're collecting it, and they're going to paint it and fit it for me and blend it in, and that's going to cost 650 quid, so that's going to be expensive. This service came to £197.27, including a tyre, which was 60 something. So it's pretty good. VAT's back at 20%. I thought the VAT was down. I must have moved it. Okay, so that's where we are. Yeah, tomorrow the car's going in for its T4 diagnostic. So yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, bye bye. All right, internet. Goat here again. Last update on the car for today, after the sort of mixed results that I've had today, i.e. booked in for a full service and auto box oil changed, got an interim service and no oil change, and a flat tyre which was replaced with a new tyre. So a mixed bag, really. I have sourced a bonnet and paid for a bonnet, new bonnet, which is good. 40 quid the bonnet was on eBay, which is excellent. It's up in Dartford, which is quite away from me. Yeah, I've got to make arrangements of getting that painted and all the rest of it. So we'll see what happens with that. Other than that, today I took out this again because the passenger side front window wasn't going down. It would go up but not down. It wasn't the motor because the switch on the passenger door was fine. So I took that pack off again, I dismantled it again, and lo and behold I found a load of dirt on the contact for the passenger side front. So this time I'd made sure in advance, and I went and bought some switch cleaner because I couldn't find my can of service oil that I had. So I bought some switch cleaner from the shop and took it all apart, and lo and behold the thing was visibly dirty on that one contact for that window. So I rubbed it off with the old pencil eraser, cleaned it up, and then I sprayed the whole thing with contact cleaner, cleaned it up, and the underneath of the membrane where all the metal contact points are, clean that again, clean them again, put it all back together, and now it all works perfectly. So all the windows and the mirrors and the power folds. So this switch pack is fixed, I'm very pleased to say. So some kind of good result. I got a bit sunburnt sitting out in the sun waiting for my car to be serviced earlier, so that's good as well. And I have less facial covering, so I'm more exposed. It's terrible. Okay, I may go up to a paint place tomorrow, we'll see. Otherwise, next jobs are the auto box, the IPK pack, obviously the bonnet, and oh yeah, and the advisories where there was a big hole in the sill on the driver's side, in the inner sill underneath the car, which is causing it to corrode right through to the outer sill. So that will need patching or replacing. So I'll have to find out what's the best way to go about that. I mean, either a replacement panel section. I see Tom Hobbs, I think his name is, up in Nottingham Way, makes some good panels for that. That can be just cut and welded in, but the guy at the garage was like, yeah, it's a big lot of metal to cut out just for a patch. So I don't know, I'll ask the body shop bloke and see where we go. All right, that's it now.